Greetings, it's a beautiful day here on the Southern Downs. Just out for a bit of an afternoon walk. I'm in an undisclosed location at the western foothills of the Great Dividing Range here on the Southern Downs. And I'm actually house sitting just up there on the property. I'm staying there for, well, another month. I've already been here 2 weeks, but yeah, it's a 6-week house sit just in this beautiful region here. No one around me within kilometers of this place. And yeah, I've just been staying there looking after the place. Yeah, the old couple who lived there, they were traveling overseas for 6 weeks. And yeah, they were looking for someone to take care of their dog and a few other things around the place. So yeah, I got signed on to that. And here I am. Just wow. This is the main road that goes through their property and connects all the neighboring properties in the region. So I'm just going to walk along it to the end of the road. The road ends about 5 kilometers this way. There's like a wide open field that I saw on Google Earth. I was just looking through it earlier. So I want to go up there, see what's there, and yeah, then turn around, walk back. Wow, guys, I've really missed being out doing this, just exploring. It's just going for hikes, exploring, not having a specific destination. That's something I've always loved to do, just go on a bit of a wander. And yeah, these last 6 weeks, month especially, really since March, going into, of course, cyclone and all that, but even leading up to that, it's just been craziness, absolute chaos. And even recently there's been some challenges that I've been confronted with in my personal life, which I'm not going to go into. So yeah, this whole house sitting really lined up nicely with that. It's a great place just to clear your head and yeah, just get back to the present moment. It's yeah, busiest time of the trimester at the moment. A lot of assignments due. I'm just working on one before going on this walk. Although thankfully one that I'm working on at the moment, I have to write a report on the state of biodiversity and ecology on a chosen ecosystem. And well, I've actually chosen to do a study along the creek here and going up into the hills, especially on that side there where the places that I'm staying, like these, a lot of just untouched eucalyptus woodland, and then going down here the creek, meandering through this valley. I'm doing a report on the state of biodiversity and ecology. And yeah, just like wow, what a perfect opportunity, so much to see. So yeah, been busy writing reports, all of that, but at the same time it was a good excuse just to get out and actually go hiking up in the hills. I was doing that a few days ago. I didn't record anything then. Well, I had my camera with me. I was recording some interactions, like just a lot of sitting and waiting, trying to find certain species, observe everything, and yeah, here we are. The main creek that runs through here. There's a bunch of these crossings here. This is all unpaved gravel road, many creek crossings. Just gonna walk through, going away from the main road that leads here. This is the 4th crossing. Yeah, it's the 4th crossing, I believe. And yeah, I can't drive all the way up here to the house. In fact, 2 crossings before the house I have to park, and then I walk through the crossings to get home. Don't dare driving through, especially after what happened to my car a few months ago now. So I'm very, very careful around waterways and creek crossings. Not going to repeat mistakes from the past. But yeah, it's been really interesting studying the ecosystem. It's like eucalyptus woodland in the hills and all along the creek here. These here are personally some of my favorite trees. These river she oaks. Have them along the block where I live. It's just, yeah, when the wind flows through it, it's just talk slower, Johan. Talk slower, be clear. when the wind blows through, it just makes such a wonderful sound. It's just really calming. I walked to that crossing last time, then turned around, so crossing number 5, just up here. So no specific goal, just walk for an hour, hopefully get to that clearing that I saw on the map, and then turn around. There was a topic I wanted to discuss, but I've kind of lost my train of thought. I'm just taking everything in. Exactly, see, River She Oaks. Wow. It's also a favorite time of the year at the moment. 10th of April that I'm recording this. April's probably my favorite month, really starting to cool off, heading in as we head deeper into autumn, cooler months. Really this period, change of seasons, yeah, right just after summer, heading into the cooler months. It's definitely probably my favorite time of the year. Summer, it's just, yeah, I don't like the heat, I don't like humidity. I love the cool, crisp winter days that we get around here, cold, frosty mornings, and yeah, warm days. Yeah, what I wanted to discuss is staying grounded in the midst of chaos, because I've been going through quite a chaotic time recently. Like, my mind is just constantly going in circles. On top of that, yeah, just trying to keep up with everything else, moving forward. Staying grounded in the midst of chaos. What I find I really need is just one activity that can snap me out of all that negative thinking, because I've been stuck in these loops, of course, of negative thinking and just feeling this sense of disconnect from everything, disconnect from the wider world around me, disconnect from others around me, disconnect from myself, and yeah, just feeling disconnected and just dull, really. And for me, just going on walks, hiking, that's really the activity that can break all of that up, break up the monotony, and just break out of that cycle of negativity. Because like, when I get stuck in that cycle, it's like, it can be very hard to break out. I've been watching a lot of my older videos as well, particularly when I first started this channel. If you look on my channel now, if you've been following me for a while, you might notice that a lot of my old videos that were previously privated and unlisted, I've made them public. Again, when I first started this channel, I did a lot more, self-improvement and even some philosophy style videos, just sharing my thoughts on different topics. And yeah, eventually I switched it up, went on to hiking and travel, which is really what this channel has mostly been about this last year. Now it's really pivoting. I'm still doing all that. I still go on hiking. I still 100% have places I'm going to travel to. But yeah, especially during these busy periods, as I mentioned in my last video, it's like, it's just not going to be realistic to always only focus on that. Like, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to limit myself in any particular niche. I just want this to be a channel where I document my journey, day by day, week by week, what I'm up to, and yeah, sharing whatever lessons I learn along the way. So there's all these properties along here. There's a little bit of a clearing up here. That's someone else's property. I don't think that's the one I saw on the map. That'll be a bit further. So yeah, staying grounded, it's like you just need a single activity. I find, like, keep it simple. For me, it's hiking. For you, it might be something else. It might be a sport. You might really be into, it can be any activity, art, painting, just something that snaps you out of it and gets you back to the present moment. Ooh, ant nest. Yeah, I saw quite a lot of these up in the hills yesterday. That's something I'll be writing about on my report. Smaller one right here. Yeah, I might even do a compilation of all the clips. I got many clips on this camera the other day of just trying to capture different species interactions. Next crossing. Yeah, these crossings are pretty uneven after all the rain we've had in the last month. Cyclone, and then yeah, last week we had more torrential rain. I mean, I'm been following, you might have heard about the severe flooding that took place in central and western Queensland, like outback communities just absolutely devastated by floods.
The area of land covered by floodwater at the moment in Western Queensland is double the size of Victoria.
This region, again, we were caught just along the edge, so we didn't get the brunt of it, but we actually did get more rain in the last week than we did during the cyclone. More rain. But yeah, it was a lot more of a close call this time with flooding, because yeah, the ground was already very saturated, so it really couldn't hold that much more water than what we already had. So yeah, these creeks were absolutely pumping. Like, it was a struggle to go back and forth, and I was pretty much stuck here for a few days when the water level was too high. The house itself that I'm staying at, it's up on a hill, so it's no risk of flooding there, but yeah, it's still easy to get cut off on the road. I'm a bit out of it, really. I'm a bit rusty. I haven't been recording much at all this last month, so it feels quite awkward now to actually be just having a camera in front of me. That's the thing, like, with this whole YouTube game or just recording videos, like, if you stop even just for a short while, like, you fall out of it. Like, you've got to do it regularly. Like, yeah, I haven't posted always the most consistent, but I have actually been recording like quite a lot generally over this last year. Many videos I don't even post. Like, I just pick up a camera, record a few things, and a lot of it I won't even post. And like I mentioned before, some of my older videos were initially privated because I wanted to really switch up this channel and focus on, yeah, just travel and hiking, focus on a specific niche. So yeah, you can see this is all private property. Nice little campground, but it's all fenced off. The road in the middle here is fine, but yeah, it's all fenced off. All right, next crossing. I forgot, this is number 7, I believe. Yes, crossing number 7. I'm trying to keep count. 7.5. Well, there's a little puddle there, right? 7.5 crossings. Let's do it. But yeah, anyway, I've been watching some of my older videos from like 2 years ago when I first made this channel. I didn't take YouTube seriously at all then. It was really just the way. Ooh, this is pretty deep. Yeah, it's still pretty deep. It's like up to my knees here. Yeah, damn, this would have been tough to get through. So yeah, I was watching some of my older videos from a few years ago, like 2 years ago when I first made this channel. I didn't take YouTube seriously then. It was really just testing things out, practicing in front of the camera a bit, sharing my thoughts. And yeah, it's been really interesting to watch back some of those videos because I've really seen the change, the growth in myself. Like, yeah, you don't realize sometimes just how much you can change in a relatively short period of time, like, without documenting it like that. So I think documenting things through journaling or making videos, something like that, can also help a lot, like keep things in perspective. So yeah, watching some of my old videos has really helped keep things in perspective during this time. And yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to say. Oh wow, just look up there. Just yeah, rolling hills leading up there, and then just steep cliffs at the top. It's like most of these are not even, I don't even think most of these peaks here have a name. There's a few that do, I saw on the map, but most of these, looking on the map, don't even seem to be named. So you could probably just climb up there and essentially be the one to name it. I mean, of course, I'm sure a lot of these peaks and all that have had names. I'm sure some of these people from these properties may either have named them, or even before, even before European settlement, indigenous tribes, I'm sure they had. The Gidabul tribe, indigenous to this region, I'm sure they had names for many of these, which they did. I mean, there's a few that I know from up in like Main Range National Park. There's Wilson's Peak or Jiraman, and yeah, Kambanura Gorge near here. The word Kambanura comes from their language. So there's a few remnants of that remaining, but yeah, a lot of these peaks and all that, it's looking on maps, there's not much information about them. It's pretty much mostly unnamed. Yeah, we'll definitely go out on some day trips, hikes once this uni trimester is done. I only have 3 more weeks left. Then yeah, through mid-May I'm gonna have a break for 3 weeks before the next one starts up. So yeah, definitely on that. I have a trip planned, short weekend trip, and yeah, definitely heading into the cooler months now. It'll be much better for just being outdoors, going hiking. I won't have to worry about the summer heat, and yeah, we'll see where we go from here. And up here we're coming to what looks to be first set of gates. See the word visitors, doesn't say anything about private property or keep out, so I'm assuming we can keep on going. Make sure to always close gates properly behind you. There we go. Onwards and upwards. My goal today is just to get to the clearing that I saw on the map. It must be pretty close by now. I estimated it to be no more than about 5 kilometers away from the property that I'm house sitting. And yeah, that gets right to the end of this road before it just gets into like a dirt track leading further up into a more remote wilderness area. All along this creek here and up into parts of these hills, it's private property, but then leading further up into the mountains, it leads into Gambabal State Forest and Main Range National Park, which is a much larger area covering this part of the Great Dividing Range in southern Queensland. Bunya pines. I believe this is the clearing that I saw on the map. So I do hear someone coming. Huh. Someone coming this way? I don't know. Some gates up there. Yeah, up here there's a gate. Over there it says no entry. I think this is the clearing I saw. Ooh. Yeah, this is it. There's someone's house up there, and at the end here, this looks to be this doesn't seem to be maintained anymore. The road pretty much ends after this crossing. Wow, you can really get a whole overview of the terrain here. So yeah, just these rolling hills, eucalyptus woodland, and dispersed steep cliffs. want to go read what that sign says. But yeah, this is not maintained at all anymore. This is pretty much just a dirt path now, not even an unpaved gravel road. Wow. Doesn't seem to be the end. Right, we're going to go a little bit further. I think this was the clearing. I think the road pretty much ends here. I mean, it continues clearly, but yeah, on the map, it just abruptly, the wallaby. But yeah, after the clearing I saw on the map, the road just abruptly ends. And I think this is pretty much it. Yeah, looks to be that, looks to be that. Oh, so there's some more gates up there and some cattle. Yeah, so this is now like directly on private property. I mean, the road goes in between all these properties, but now all through the middle here, this pretty much is private property. It looks like longhorns up there. Oh yeah, and a fence going across the creek. There, it's all fenced off. Alright, that'll do us. We're going to turn around. It's been a bit over an hour. I estimated the distance to be about 5 kilometers. I think we've pretty much walked that by now. And yeah, this looks to be the clearing that I saw on the map. So I just wanted to walk up here, see what it's like, and just get to the end of the road, survey the area a bit. I'm pretty much done that. So yeah, I'll go back through this gate. There's one other gate a bit further down that I had to open, but before that it's all just, yeah, open, publicly accessible road. If you really wanted to, you could just keep driving through here. I mean, there's no sign saying no trespassing through the road here. Good. Yeah, I quite like this design of how it just locks the chain in place. Very, very easy. Alright, now we'll just walk back and yeah, I'll share with you anything else interesting that I find. And I wanted this to all be just in one take actually, but then I thought, no, there's always more to see. In an environment like this, the best thing is you can walk on the exact same path, opposite directions, and just see even more unique sights. Like going this way, tended to focus much more on what I saw on this side, and going back here I can see these cliffs much more clearly. Really love to try and get on top of some of those. And on the left here, that would be definitely much more difficult. It's a way steeper gradient going up, but yeah, on this side there's a lot more gently sloping hills. And yeah, behind the house I'm staying in, there's some old dirt tracks that lead up into the hills. I explored them a little bit when I was doing my getting data for my report and observations. Yet to do a proper like half day or full day hike up into that. That'll definitely be one of my next goals, just to head up into the hills and see if I can find a way up on some of these cliffs, because there's these steep cliffs on both sides of the valley here. Ooh, I see a chicken. Someone's chook must have escaped. Was that a rooster? I think it's a rooster. Looks to be a rooster. It's just going into the foliage on the left here. Hello, do we have a rooster? It is a rooster, let's watch out. They can attack. does not want to be found. Come on, Mr. Rooster, I saw you wander in here. Gonna jump out any time, it just jump scare me. Tell me if you saw that. He's doing a good job. I know he's hiding somewhere in here. Clearly doesn't want to be seen by the likes of me. Yeah, it must be almost 5 p.m. by now. You can see the sun slowly getting lower in the sky. Sunset's around 5:30 p.m. at the moment, so the days are starting to get noticeably shorter, heading towards winter. Alright, I'm almost back at my new temporary home. I did in fact get up to the 12th crossing. I mean, I started off at the 4th because the house I'm staying at is situated in between the 3rd and 4th crossings. So from the 4th to the 12th, we in fact crossed up to 9 crossings. The 9th crossing was the one before those cattle where I turned around, which overall ended up being the 12th crossing, which is around as far as I thought I would get. I thought probably around 10-12 crossings. That's how far I'd get before the road ends and it really starts to become a lot more remote than here. And yeah, there's just such a an interesting experience. I mean, even at the house I'm staying at, there's no phone signal whatsoever. So yeah, I mean, they have Starlink, so I'm connected to the internet that way. I can communicate on WhatsApp and other messaging platforms through that, but in terms of like, call, text, I can't do that. So yeah, very, very interesting. So yeah, it really puts things into perspective. I mean, I've wanted to get an experience like this for quite a while, and yeah, now it's finally happening.